Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and welcome to the Daily Vibration. We are now on February 1st, 2020. So that's 212020. We're vibrating on the number 7 today. So we've literally jumped from the number 9, which is about completion, to the number 7, which is all about inner wisdom, okay, inner knowing, inner standing. So just a major shift as far as sequence is concerned. But keep in mind, there's really nothing random in the universe. The things that we may feel that's random or chaotic also has purpose. It's just up to us to be able to hone in our perceptions so we can see clearly. Okay, so today we're vibrating on the number 7. I want to welcome you guys to my channel. My name is Cosmo. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're doing a daily vibration today for February 1st, 2020. Okay, so February 1st, 2020. Welcome, my loves. Okay, announcements. I want to remind you guys that we are having a full moon meditation on February 9th. Okay, you guys can definitely join us for a $20 donation. All right, if you're tuning in via YouTube, you can check out the description box below for the information as well as where you can donate. Okay, if you're tuning in via the podcast, I'm going to go ahead and have all of that information for you at the end of the segment. Okay, so YouTube, my loves, check out the description box below. You'll find out the monthly specials, as well as my classes and the information for the full moon meditation coming up on February 7th. Okay, with that being said, let's jump into today's vibration. Okay, so today we are vibrating on the number 7. You know, the number 7 is all about inner, and we've been going through this for weeks now, months now, right? I think we're probably now up to about 100 videos on these daily vibrations. So repeatedly or repetitively, you have heard me talk about intuition, and you've heard me talk about why it is important for you to pay attention to your intuition. I don't have the book next to me, but I think I'll have it so you guys can see it tomorrow. I just got a new book added to my library, and I'm super excited about the book. Super excited about the book because it really, anything that explains to me the non-seen realm or the non-physical realm, anything that can correlate that realm to make it understandable for me to be able to perceive it in this 3D realm or this third dimensional realm, I am open to it. Okay, anything that can give me information on quantum physics, or anything that can demystify what we may call or deem magical, right? That can give me a clearer understanding of how intuition works, or how consciousness works, or how our guides can come in and speak to us, or how a higher consciousness can come in and speak to us. I am so open for that information, right? I don't even remember the name of the book, to be honest with you, because it's new. I literally just got the book in the mail yesterday. I'm on chapter 2 now. That is so sad. I probably should look up the name of the book for you guys. Okay, so while I look up the name of the book, I do want to let you know, like, this book is, I feel, is so interesting because it really does tackle a lot of the supernatural aspect of what we may deem to be magic, which is really things that we just don't know and don't understand, right? So with that being said, it's going to be important for you guys to be able to trust your intuition. Okay, your intuition equals opportunities, and that is available to you all day, every day. It's really your choice as to whether or not you are going to be the one to use it, or you're going to have other people to manipulate your intuitive nature. Okay, the book is Real Magic by Dean Radin. Okay, so you guys can definitely check that out on Amazon. I just got it yesterday in the mail, so you can check that book out if you're interested in understanding things on a deeper level, from a supernatural, spiritual standpoint of view. You know, how to trust your intuition, what magic really is. Okay, the things you may deem as prayer, that's a form of magic. Chanting, forms of magic. The tarot cards is also a form of magic. Channeling, your ancestors or your guides, that's also a form of magic, right? talking to your higher self and being able for you to connect to that thing that you desire to experience, or that thing that you dreamt that you now want to press out in this 3D world. That is also a form of magic, okay? So magic is really deemed anything that you can't explain scientifically yet in this 3D world, that you don't really have a full understanding of how this could have come about into this world, right? Just simply put, right? Okay, so you guys can check out the book. Okay, it's called Real Magic, and it's by Dan Radin. You can I got it from Amazon, so your local bookstores, Barnes Nobles, your local mom and pop bookstores. I'm pretty sure you can find it anywhere. Okay, so inner wisdom is key today. Inner knowing is going to be key today. Inner strength is key today. Ability to bear hardships is going to be key for some of you today, because I kind of feel like a lot of people are going through this season where because we're in new timelines, and I talked about this for a while, and because a lot of you have now shifted your paradigm in the way you think, in the way you act, in the way you it's no longer about belief for you, but it's about knowing the truth now. Whether that may be truth of spirituality at some point, truth in your love aspect of your life, truth in the work aspect, truth in the physical, whatever it is, you just really want to be in the know of you right now, right? Okay, so there's a lot that can be learned when you're going through hardships, because that's really where you gain strength, where you gain muscle. Okay, so I want you guys to be mindful of that. Even though you may feel like you're going through like something difficult today, you have everything that you need to get through this. Okay, just know that today you have everything that you need to support you to get through this. Okay, now refinement is going to be key for some of you today. Okay, because refinement today is all about going in and fine tuning the things that you feel you need to tighten up on, right? And I feel like that's a season that some people are definitely in, because some people has already released, some people has already walked away from, some people, like I said, we're in a new timeline, a new season, so some people dead smack in the new, and it's really about fine-tuning of or tweaking some things, or making some adjustments, or maybe revisiting some boundaries that you've put in place, either because they need to be beefed up, per se, healthy boundaries now, because there is a thing, is healthy boundaries, right? Although we talk about limitlessness all the time on this channel and not being limited, you do have to create healthy boundaries within your relationships, okay? So, and even healthy boundaries within your relationships that you have with yourself, okay? Refinement is going to be key today, and I kind of feel like fine-tuning the things that you either want to bring forth, or things, your goals, your dreams, conversation, and things that you may want to discuss with someone in particular that you've been putting on the side, maybe even paperwork today that you've been putting on the side, that you need to adjust, making changes to things, right? Crossing your I's and dotting your T's, going back and looking over things may be key for some of you today, okay? Healing energy is in the atmosphere today, so I think you guys definitely need to pay attention to that. Healing is available today, because along with that healing energy comes in the lower vibrational end of things, where you have depression in the atmosphere, antisocial energy in the atmosphere. You could even have some codependency in the atmosphere. You definitely have narrow-mindedness in the atmosphere, as well as self-righteous energy and prideful energy in the atmosphere today. You have the energy also of distance in the atmosphere, so you do want to just pay attention to that, because that can operate not so much on a negative thing, only it can also operate on a positive thing for you. You may need to distance yourself from someone or something today because of the energy, right? You may feel that someone is distancing themselves from you today, right? Because they may not want to deal with the thing, with whatever it is that situation is that you guys need to tackle. So it can happen in both ways. You can see this as a positive thing, or you can actually see this as a negative thing. Just remember, you're in charge of your perception and how you view things, okay? Now, so today I thought that we will talk about what's your spiritual routine or your spiritual system, or maybe even your spiritual walk, your spiritual life. What does that look like, right? what is your connection process to come back to source within, right? How do you reconnect with yourself? What is that process like? Okay, may you call it your spiritual routine, may you call it your, your spiritual practice, may you call it the system that you use or the life that you walk. What does that look like? How do you connect yourself? What is your connection process? How do you connect yourself back to source, right? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you may not even be thinking about how you connect back to source, because you may not be taking the time that you need to incorporate that one-on-one time, right? Now, a lot of people always ask me, how do I connect with my intuition? In order for you to connect with your intuition, you first have to start spending some quality time with yourself, okay? And if you have a problem spending quality time, and sometimes this quality time may require quiet time with yourself, right? That's something that you're going to have to look at. So I want you guys to think about that today. What is your spiritual routine? What is your spiritual practice? What is your spiritual system? What is your spiritual life? What does that look like? What do you do to connect with that space within that you can come back to self, to source, right? Where is your safe place? What is your system to come back to your safe place within? What is your connection ritual for some of you, right? What is your ritual for some of you, right? Sunday service is a ritual, just in case you don't know. That's something that you do every Sunday. That's a ritual. Is that your ritual? Is meditation part of your daily routine, aka ritual? Like, what do you do to reconnect back to your source, your most inner, higher, peaceful place within, where all questions can be answered, right? So think about that today, right? How do you get back to that place within? And if you don't have an answer, you may want to come up with a place, right? Peace is not some place that you have to try to get to or try to attain. Peace exists. Whether or not you tap into that peace is your choice, but peace exists, okay? So today we're going to be using the Healing Yourself cards, okay, from Patsy Bennett. If you guys want to definitely go ahead and look the deck up in Amazon, you can. All right, these are one-worded cards, and I like them because they get straight to the point, okay? We're going to start off with one, this full sign of Aquarius, because it is Aquarius season. All right. And Aquarius, your message today is family and tribe. Okay. And when this family and tribe card pops up, my wonderful Aquarius, this talks about you giving too much weight, okay, to other people's opinions about you. Okay. This is a time for you to really solidify your opinions and your own self-worth. Okay. Geminis, your message today is help from above is coming in. All right. Well, so this really fits, Geminis, this question that we're pondering today, right? What is your spiritual routine? What is your spiritual process to reconnect to source? Know that you have help coming in today. There is healing energy in the atmosphere, and this is a day of refinement for you to really go in and refine your wants, your needs, your desires, your purpose, So think about that as you're going through the energy today, Gemini. Know that you have help from above, but really think about what you need to do spiritually to stay connected to your higher self, okay? Libras, your wisdom today is love, okay? Love is going to be at the forefront for you today, Libras. This is all about balance, okay? It's okay to love yourself. I really think that self-love is so important. Self-love is so important. Self-love, once again, is so important, right? However, it's also important for you to know when you're rejecting love because you don't love yourself. There's a difference, okay? So I really want you guys to pay attention, my wonderful Libras, of where you are giving your energy to as far as love is concerned today. This card is asking you to open up your heart to sacred love, right? Because it exists, okay? Alrighty, my wonderful fire signs. We're just going to start off with Sagittarius, and your message today is wild, okay? This is asking you to step out of the box today, Sagittarius. Use your perception, aka your intuition today as you're moving forward. You want to trust that inner knowing and use that inner wisdom that's coming forth, okay? Now, my wonderful Aries, today you have courage being your message, all right? So you want to step forth with boldness and courage today. Use that inner strength, that inner wisdom, and that inner knowing today. Trust your intuition, okay? Trust your intuition. That's usually the first voice that comes to you. You want to be able to trust that, all right? Leos, you have rejection popping up today, Leos. Now, remember, Leos, rejection is protection, okay? And sometimes when you think you're rejected from something, you're really being protected so you can move forward into something new and something that is more self-worthy of you, okay? So be mindful of that, all right? And for some of you, you definitely may need to reject some things out of your life today, okay? Now, we're going to start off now with my wonderful water signs, with Cancers. Let's see, Cancers, your wisdom card today is Alchemy. This is all about you going through a very transitional time in your life right now, my wonderful Cancer. So this is asking you really not to take things personal, but to learn the lessons. It's kind of like to take the negatives and turn them into positives as you're moving forward, okay? Self-alchemy and self-mastery is key along the spiritual walk, and we only learn that through experiences and usually through pain, okay? So just chalk it up to a lesson learned, okay, and do the self-work that you need. You can choose to act with integrity, right? Or you can choose to act in fuckery. Your choice. Your choice, my wonderful Cancers, okay? Pisces, your message today is sexuality, right? I kind of feel like Pisces, just embrace your sexuality. For some of you, you need to embrace your sexiness. For some of you, you need to not use sex as a weapon. For some of you, you do need to reevaluate your relationships where I want to feel like you know the relationship is what's the word, like a booty call situation, and you want more, and clearly you know that they don't want more just based on their actions, not aligning with their words, okay? Pisces, you want to trust your gut, okay? Embrace your sexuality, because I keep telling you guys, right? Sexual energy is also creative energy. For some of you, this is also, you got to watch your creativity, okay? And sexual energy not only create babies, it can also create other entities. So be mindful of that, okay? Scorpios, you have selling out today, all right? This is you not being true to yourself, okay? So be true to yourself today, all right? You've been through enough. You've had enough experience. So be honest and be true to yourself today, Scorpios, okay? Now let's go to Taurus. Taurus, you have self-love popping up, and this does not surprise me. I feel like my Tauruses are going through some things also. Self-love is your message today. There's healing energy in the air today, so you want to be mindful of that and allow that energy to be reinforced when you're loving on self today, okay? Virgos, you have cycles popping up today. Pay attention to the loops and the things that you do. Pay attention, I want to say, to your habits today, to your reactions today. Pay attention to the cycles today, because we are in a new beginning of a cycle, right? So just pay attention to really, my wonderful Virgos, like what are you repeating that you shouldn't be repeating, okay? Really, or who is in your life that you recently let back in that should have been an old cycle. Pay attention to that today, okay, Virgos? Now, Capricorns, you guys have temptation popping up today. And I kind of feel like this can be somebody circling back that you may be tempted to revisit some stuff with. This can also be you being tempted to curse somebody the hell out today, Capricorns. This can also be you being tempted to sink back into negative mind loops and negative thinking, okay? So you definitely want to pay attention today as we are sitting in inner wisdom, inner knowing, healing energy today, but we're also sitting in energy with depression, as well as being antisocial, okay? And maybe even distancing yourself from others, okay? So be mindful as you're going through the energy today, just to embrace the healing energy and to be honest with yourself, to trust your intuition, right? Ask yourself the question today, right? What is your spiritual routine? What is your spiritual practice? What is your spiritual system? What is your spiritual walk in life, right? How do you reconnect with your higher self? How do you reconnect to the peace that dwells within? How do you reconnect to all the answers that dwells within? How are you reconnecting? Okay? How do you reconnect with self? How are you reconnecting with yourself, with your higher self? Okay. Uh, Think about that today. All right. Okay, my love. So it has been a pleasure as always. I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. Okay. I did a Capricorn bonus live last week. I did a Pisces bonus live last week also. I am going to do Virgo and I believe Scorpio's bonus live. They may go up over the weekend. I'm also doing oracle videos for you guys. I've already done the earth signs. I do have to finish the other signs. So once I'm finished with all 4 videos, they will be released. Okay. I think I finished earth signs like maybe 4 days ago, but I wanted to release them in pairs. But anyway, okay, my love. So be kind to yourself, love yourself. Check out the description box below for the monthly specials, as well as how you can contact me. My girl Kim Warner's information is in there also. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. Bye, my loves.